lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Clippers on top. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Mbah a Moute in the 3 slot. And stolen by Redick.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick, and what good work there to get in the way of it.
The dish to Mbah a Moute. The pass to Griffin. The feed to Mbah a Moute. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Goes up again. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Griffin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Mbah a Moute with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2. Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Thornton against Paul. He dishes it to Griffin. Rebounded by Howard.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
Paul against Thornton. And it's Paul penetrating. That's good. Paul's got 12.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Thornton kicks to Harden. Howard with this screen on Redick. Harden the pass to Howard. And stolen by Jordan. Up the floor. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division, and as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. There's 57 seconds left in the third. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Harden dishes to Thornton. Harden with it. Picked up by Rivers. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Crawford. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets trail by 15. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Feeds it to Jones. Back to Thornton. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden's shot is off.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top, ending the third quarter. With a tremendous 17-6 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Terry and Harden are the 1 and 2. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. And it's Brewer in at the small forward.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars.
Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Rivers with it. Passes it to Aldridge. Picked by Griffin. Aldridge kicks to Griffin. Inside. Shoots from 12. Aldridge, no good.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Harden against Crawford. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Clippers lead by 16. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Pass to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Crawford. Good D by Harden. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Crawford's shot is good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Mbah a Moute comes in for Wesley Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul's subbed in for Austin Rivers. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Paul with the screen for Jordan. Dishes it to Mbah a Moute. The drive by Jordan. The layup missed.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here is Paul. To the inside. And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Redick with a screen on Terry. Pass to Mbah a Moute. From deep 3-point range. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Redick.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Boy, very impressive the way they piled on those extra points, hitting the offensive glass and coming up with the loose balls.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Paul. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're losing by 8. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about, Greg. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
Terry, the pass to Harden. Howard at the elbow. Paul with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Redick dishes to Paul. Griffin attacking. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.